Wands are so much easier to use than buttons. I think that's what the Muggles call them, buttons. There we go. Let's see how this works. Good morning, wizards and witches of America. I'm coming to you from a very quiet great hall. It's just sunrise here on Tuesday, the 14th of February, the feast of St. Valentine, who I hear is quite popular in America. And I hear that there's many of you who will be trying to cast the spells of St. Valentine today. And I wish you the best in all your endeavors today in that regard. There's news from America this morning. I checked the Daily Prophet, but it's not in the international section. But I knew because we have spies fighting in the resistance, and they sent me an owl early this morning. Here's the news that we've gotten. There's been a development in the inner circle of the new Muggle president. Apparently, the person in charge of national security in your country was forced to resign at almost midnight last evening. Apparently, he had illegal conversations with the Russian government, not in the best interests of a free and democratic America. Apparently this was known for some time, but the media was beginning to become aware of the situation, and the fellow was, as we say here, sacked. And let me just say, this is somewhat of a good development for those of you involved in the resistance. This particular Muggle was, in a technical term, hateful to our Muslim brothers and sisters, saying things like Islam is not really a religion. It's a dangerous group of political ideas that represent a cancer on the over billion people who practice that religion in the world. So for those of you resisting, all of us resisting Islamophobia, this is in some ways a good development, but we will keep posted on who it is that replaces this particular person. You should know that a group of very faithful and sleepy wizards gather every morning here in the Great Hall for morning prayer, well before the house elves lay out breakfast. And we've just finished up, and folks have gone back to their rooms to get dressed up for the day. But I wanted to let you know that I told them that we are going to be restarting the Wizard Wireless Network. And they were very excited. The young students hadn't heard of it, but the older folks remember how important that station was to keep wizards who are resisting evil encouraged and connected and inspired by what is true and what is beautiful. They did have some questions about the radio broadcast and how long it would be, and I told them no more than 1 to 2 minutes. There's simply too much resistance to be done, too much good work to be done for any wizard or witch to be sitting listening to the radio all day. So in 1 to 2 minutes, we will talk about the news of the day that is important, sometimes the news that is being hidden, and then we will reflect on, well, among other things, the words of Dumbledore. I have here a volume 31 of great phrases of Albus Dumbledore. This is my favorite edition so far, and we will be reading those in every broadcast. And we will, of course, be reading huge sections from the 7-volume series by the honorary professor of modern magical history, Professor Joanne Rowling. She will be read during every radio broadcast, as will other great wizards and witches throughout time, in sacred scripture and in the work of social justice. Because the truth is, those who loved us and those who love justice and mercy, as Dumbledore said, they never truly leave us. And we will make sure that their words are not forgotten. So that's the plan, my friends. Have a good day of resistance. Seek what is good. Keep the faith. And hopefully when you hear from me again, it will be behind the microphone, sitting at the desk for our first Pottercast on the Wizard Wireless Network, coming to you always from the room of requirement.